We are here, people. It's just not letting me do what I need to do. How about now? Oh shit! Yep, there we go. Being picked up now. It's still that dang clicking though. Get rid of that clicking. But work decisions come there. Mm-hmm. For a minute. Okay. That's a new thing, but there's a name. Work decisions there. For a minute. Okay. Might do something up that's silent. Nah, I just changed the filter on it. It stopped it. No, it didn't. I just changed the filter. Doesn't look like we have to click it anymore either. Let me turn it in. That'd be good to me. Oh, here we got moved.
I'm gonna, hey man, we got small victories. We'll let it roll.
All right.
Oh, making progress, making progress. That's good. No clicking. Yeah, yeah. See, sometimes you gotta play with it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's all she wants you to play with it a little bit. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank y'all for sticking with us through the setup. Look, we still ain't got everything set up because we ain't got the lights set up. I'm gonna talk while we get the lights set up. It's your boy Karmicdez or your guy Karmicdez 85 if you like. Um, yeah, we're about to go live here in a second. I wanted to get the OBS set up so y'all could so we could do these like live reviews and stuff, and y'all can kind of like see the growth of the channel and what we got going on. Let me get the lights set up. Just bear with us. It is that hot over here.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier, like that crunch, we got
I have to grab a fan in a second. Get that hooked up. Man, sheesh. These lights are not gonna be nice.
I can be forgiven.
Ooh. Ain't no work. Wet dang pants on. That is that's the true meaning of them right now. I'll tell you that much. Let me get that other fan. It's a little smaller, but it'll definitely help. I can invest in a little AC for
Sure you don't want just maybe this one on?
uh let me see in a second to kind of see what we're looking like with the lighting. It's, yeah, no fans.
All good, man. We'll run it through.
Oh, at least one of them work. There is one more right. Some doesn't feel the word. Looks like that maybe I can see it.
Yeah. I was going to save the soda for the cast, but I had to drink it leading up to.
Man. Let's go ahead and open this up some more. I got the car anyway. Oh. Now, we were going to talk about, so what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about that guy, right as hell.
Yeah, that's what I'm You want me tea leaves on the table? I told you.
And
So look, we're piling it here.
Here. I don't know what to say right now. That's crazy. It's starting to get a lot cooler in here already.
You straight with this, huh?
Huh?
You want both of them on, or
I'm making this one cool right now. That works pretty cool. What you think?
I think that looks better instead of making me look like I'm biblical.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about all this stuff with Obama. What did we say? It's a 10:47. So we probably give him about 40. We probably go an hour. That's usually how it happens. But we'll see. But we're going to talk about Obama and probably gonna be a current events episode. That's what it sounded like it would shape up to be.
Then you said we can do father was something on fatherhood.
I did say something like
Trying to recall right now, or just lost me.
yeah. We'll pull up the messenger real quick. That's it. Sorry, messenger. The role of the father in the home.
Oh, father,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a big one.
Apparently, you need two.
I mean, they do say sometimes two they're the one, but you know,
Two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna talk about what Obama was talking about, and we're gonna try to transition that and correlate that to, what is the man's role in the home? Do we need more than one man in the home? These are questions that were stoked by former President Barack Obama. So yeah, let's pull up. Let's get on this thing, YouTube, and let's see if we can find that video real quick. I know it's already ready, so we'll answer you. I downloaded Chrome. We'll go to YouTube, and I've got to get up there and walk, which is, oh, no, might not have to. Obama's cook. That's the whole stuff. That we're going to talk about that too, y'all. We're going to talk about that too. Let's see if it's on the homepage. Probably not. I watched it earlier, so we're gonna see. That's Kwame Brown right there. He's talking about it. So I have to find the actual thing. Let me get up there. Like I said, I got to go to the car get my stuff anyway. Smoking. Yeah. Let's see. Obama. What's their podcast called?
Which ones?
Let's go to them right there. See if we get that. Boom.
Okay, yeah,
I think that's it.
yeah. PBD podcast.
Oh, they talked about it, but
They talk a lot.
man. Let's see. That's the full episode. We don't want the full episode. We just want when he was talking that bullshit. So what it was, he was saying that uh he believed, or him and Michelle believed there should be, yeah, there you go, right there, more than one father figure, and that one of them should be gay, or needs to be gay, or needs to be gay.
Yeah, to bring balance to the force.
Yes, because they're, of course, not everybody's perfect. We all have blind spots. And he feels that sexuality is a great indicator as to what those blind spots are and how they present themselves and how you can see them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and play the video, kind of doing another format here. I like this format. Let's expand this out. And really bring the videos on to talk about and save our voices.
That or just you can't have the 85-pound television load around.
Oh yeah, well, but we'll figure it out. So let me play this clip real quick, and then I gotta run to get to the car real quick. So if it does go too long, just we got it. And damn, we gotta make sure we do copyright. So I'm not sure how this will work. I know we got like split up. Can't like play.
That's all I thought. As long as we were talking, I thought as long as we were talking through it.
Oh, perfect.
That's what I see consistently with other podcasts and such.
Yeah,
They play stuff as long as they're talking over it.
cool with me. Let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and share this in the group real quick, because we are live right now and forgot to fucking share it in the group. Yeah, I'm title. What Obama say? Knowing damn well I know what he said.
Just saying, he does look a little lighter on his feet since not the president. He seems more comfortable with himself.
Man, less stress, huh?
Yeah.
Living this truth.
Yeah. Not having a facade anything out there, possibly.
Man. Let's go and play this for y'all real quick.
I had a gay professor in college. At a time when openly gay folks still weren't out. Empathy and kindness, and by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you had a boy who's gay or non-binary, or whatever, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm going to this. Right? I had a gay professor.
See, that's part of it.
In college.
Let's see when we find the full, I don't say the full version, but that part.
Oh, the conspiracies that that Michelle was just a needed piece of the puzzle to help him elected. And then following his presidency, all this extreme forcefulness, nature, indoctrination stuff.
Yeah.
When they're also saying that Biden was his third term.
Yeah. They're saying that he's going to him and Michelle are going to stream on that.
And then this, like, all the conspiracy lines are linking back to one another, it seems like, per se. You know,
and it's like, you know, the big conspiracy about Michelle, and it's like, y'all come out and y'all say men need, or boys need.
Well, that shit's training. No.
Boys need 2 fathers in the home. It's a little suspect. I think this is the clip right here.
Yeah.
Right?
And
yeah, this is it.
so one of the things
Time Daniels, he got some good information.
Is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
How
Dad is. He can't
like, he can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college. At a time when openly gay folks still weren't out. Who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was
What would be
Ignorant. But threw me
I'd
off.
like to see the examples that he did that I know it was a long time ago.
Man, what threw me off was the whole. I had a gay professor who was also my mentor thing, and like you said, he would check me when I. What you mean? You had a gay? Like, how did you find out your teacher? What are y'all discussing?
Yeah, what was this conversation ever alluded to, or was he wearing it on his shoulder?
Right, and like he said back
He could have a
then,
picture on his desk of his husband or something.
yeah, I didn't think about that. But even then, he just said like it wasn't that out back then. So
you figure this is
why he feel comfortable
80s.
enough around you? Just questions, people. We're just asking questions.
Yeah, there's conversation out there. We wanted to talk about it and maybe get some insight because we only maybe see one way. Maybe we're seeing the ignorant side of things.
Yeah, maybe we're missing something, and we want to get that cleared up because from where we're at, our perspective, this is not cool.
You call him the kettle, but it is.
And again, y'all see, I got this from I found this clip from Anton Daniels. I do follow Anton Daniels. He does a lot of good information, and we think a lot alike. To be quite honest with you,
His opinions are very foundationally strong.
Mm-hmm. Hard to argue. So.
Yeah, it's also in the way he presents it, and he doesn't change lanes. He's
Mm-hmm.
You watch it, you see a video that's come up, you know what you're going to get, you know how the delivery is going to be. You either take it or leave it.
Yeah, 10 toes on the ground. Yep, I respect that. Let's go continue with this video here. I'm not sure how long it is. We did want to make sure we credited the creator of the clip, so I don't want to be one of those people.
You need to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not doing this.
See, that part right there, I understand. And I was talking to my guy Aaron, and it was like, on that point, I understand, because it's like, there is a world out there, right?
Yes.
And I might not want necessarily my son to have those friends. Not saying like, so there's wants and then there's acceptance. Like if my son were to have those friends, I'm like, yeah.
There's understanding and acceptance, and there's not much in between. You can understand and accept it, but it doesn't mean that you have to cater.
Right.
Because in cater, you've got a bunch of participation-driven kids again,
Mm-hmm.
and that doesn't make anybody better than the next, and everybody's equal.
Right.
And that's not how the world needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be leaders. There needs to be followers, and foundation layers, and CEOs, and plumbers, and
Right.
coders. Like, not everybody can do everything.
Right. You can't all be equal.
No, you can't. And to kind of his statement and yours just now. So there was a friend of mine who was doing foster care, and she was adopting.
Oh, turn that damn car down.
And she was purposely adopting African American and Native American girls to give them a new worldly perspective, but she wasn't keeping them away from the culture. She was taking them to not necessarily like rallies and stuff, but like events that were heavily saturated so they could learn about their culture. But then also at home, learn that there is this and then there's that. So I was like, because, right, so say you got a boy or girl or whatever who wants to find that they're gay. All right, so well, you have them, so you're not in the mix. You don't have skin in the game on the matter. The best you can do is point click or show them something or take them to a facility in nature and, allow them to have stuff explained to them. I'm saying scare them straight, but, let them see what the downsides of some of their choices in life could be. But yeah, he is right. That's like, you got to keep somebody in your pocket like that. Like, when the phone rings, he's like, damn it. I knew John was going to be that way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, not like that. Like, then you're just using the people. Like, you're not, you might have them as a friend.
Not being authentic.
Not being authentic. You're just, hey, bro.
You're my friend because of who you have sex with.
You help further my agenda. Or, something of the nature like the political stance.
And that was one of the first things that popped in my head. I was like, hold on. So you're telling me because of who he sleeps with, that makes him better able to dictate how I raise my son?
Has a better understanding.
It's like, no. I was like, no. It was like, it got very simple for me. I was trying to raise a man.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me, Obama, that I need to have a man in my life, or my son needs to have a man in his life who refuses to be a man. And we know this because they will lay with another man as opposed to a woman in order to reproduce and rear children. Now, again, I don't discriminate necessarily. I guess I don't discriminate against homosexuals. I mean, I wouldn't know if I just have my boundaries. If you can call it discrimination, you call it whatever you will, but we all have our boundaries, generally speaking. So that's not the lane for me.
Yeah.
When it comes to raising my son, and I have to be a man, you throwing away your manhood, you can't tell me anything about how to raise my son to be a man. Now, as how to operate in the world outside of my home and society, I'll take your advice, right?
Yeah, because you have. I don't want to go on any forum saying that homosexuality is a disease or anything, because that's a conversation. So, but you don't have the nature to speak on it. Like I can't talk to you about like the phrase you're acting white. I mean, white isn't educated, and white isn't a mindset. There's a correlation there that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah,
but
the same thing like what they say, all black people. You're not a monolith. Is the phrase, right? And well, go ahead and finish. I don't know.
Oh, you're fine. You were going on it. You were going on, I believe.
So it's like, I think what I'm picking up from you is the experience in and of itself. Like, I can only hear or see what happens to a white person. I can't experience it.
Yeah, just as sure we can experience what y'all live through and gone through in your family and such.
Right. Because you may be treated that way, but you got treated that way as a white person, or I got treated that way as a black person, or right.
You weren't the driver, you were just a passenger. you damn sure weren't going through the thoughts that the driver was going through, trying to keep everybody safe.
Right.
You didn't experience that.
Right.
You were just on your phone looking around. Oh, look, a rest stop. No, you didn't experience this shit.
Right.
So I know Hook's gonna not like this one, but South Park had a great episode when Stan was trying to understand why the word would hurt Token. And he kept trying to go through experiences, go through events, read stories, in South Park's ways, right? So
right.
I'm not gonna say that on here, but at the end of the episode, he had a coming to light moment that has resonated with me for decades. Or not so old, but decades. And
we are that old now.
And he said to Token, he's like, you know what? I don't know what it's like to have that said to me or about me, and I will never know. And Token said to him, now you get it. I'm like, now we can have this conversation. Now we can grow a little bit. We can meet on a somewhat level playing field. Maybe not on the matter at hand, but to grow this rapport that we have amongst one another. And I was like, that, for Matt Stone, Trey Parker, and Squad, and everybody else that's involved in that, I'm like, now you get it. I was like,
it's like, I'm a dog person, and my dog gets killed. But you're a cat person, so it doesn't matter to me. It's like, so you're a cat person, your cat gets killed. It doesn't matter to me, but it's like, okay, so now you relate it. Okay, well, bro, what I'm feeling right now is the same thing you're feeling as if your dog would have been killed.
Yeah, just feel the resonation. Empathy.
I do want to touch on the empathy thing before the episode is over. So let's go. Let's see what else we have left from this clip right here.
Honestly, I'm so disappointed in Obama. It is one of the most disappointing things. Sometimes we'll show that.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know you could scroll. Well, those are his words.
That's one of the things.
Cover his words. Even though he has great words, I don't want to. Damn, sheesh, nothing broke. I don't want to plagiarize or copy him or anything, but we're thinking along the same lines here. Again, like, what was he thinking to come out here and say, like, he just a few months ago said,
and these are talked about before they go on and they start recording. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it blows my mind. This was a plan. We knew we were going to have this conversation driven in this direction. Oh, yeah. Maybe not exact verbiage, but the guy across or whatever, the girl across from him in the original interview knew where this was going to go. And they were just like either tapping their fingers or waiting for the moment.
Right.
They were like,
look how his arms are crossed.
Their Shannon Sharp moment.
Well, and the way his arms are crossed, he's defensive and saying.
Well, he's even just
Yeah, he's defensive and saying it like
because he's upset.
It's his duty. Like he's got to do it.
Well, he's been he's been in power. Yeah, he's the okay. No. He's like the no, because now we got we got Sam. But he's the Captain America of politicians, as he sees it from outside looking in for black people.
Mm.
And he has to do his moment of where he's in the shield all the time to help defend the ones that don't have a voice. He feels either he resonates with them or has some skin in the game on the matter, but he feels, or at least people who keep him making money and such, protecting his kids, they're like, hey man, here's a little index card. Here you go. This is this month's topic. This is next month's. Back when he was first election, I was like, this guy's got something. You know, I fell into the facade a little bit. Yeah. I was like, you know what? What's going to hurt? This can't be bad. This is growth. This shows empowerment.
Mm.
You know,
because when we were coming up, we would never.
Not once.
At all, yeah. It's like, I mean, it's like so far fetched, like.
Like, who in their right mind thought that would even be a possibility? Because historically, you know, anybody who wasn't Christian, like JFK and so on, you know, they lived long.
Yeah. And touch on that. I'm glad you shared that. So the other thing I also found interesting is we have all these influencers and podcasts and whatnot, I guess, creators, and it's like leaders, and it's like they can talk about marriage and the family.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what I don't hear promoted anymore is the nuclear family. It's simple: mom, dad, kids.
Well, fathers aren't celebrated.
Yeah,
they're talked about. Mm-hmm. Yes, but they're not celebrated. And moms, they get praise by other cultures and countries. Men and women, well, fathers and mothers, are pedestal and celebrated. We got a Mother's Day and a Father's Day.
But they don't market Father's Day.
No, they don't. Give dad a pair of socks, or buy a 12-pack of socks and give him 6 here, 6 there. You know,
or go give him a drill so he can build you something on
right?
Father's Day.
Oh, it's Father's Day. Who's making dad food? No, he's out on the grill. He's out there. He's still doing the shit.
Now, granted, last time I did Father's Day, I wanted to be on the grill, but
well, okay. You know what? And that's a parallel. Like, if your relationship has that dynamic, or you want that, then okay. But when is it openly offered?
Right.
Where's the memes of the girl on the grill or rubbing his feet that day, at least, you know? Women, you gotta give them a whole Instagram looking photo festival.
Right.
Otherwise, what'd you do? Metaphorically, if not figuratively.
We're not saying that we want those things necessarily. What we're saying is, if you read it between the lines, it's just a little bit of appreciation on one day. Especially if you're not feeling it any other day of the year. It's just that one day. It's Father's Day. It's Father's Day. And no, I don't mean transsexual Father's Day or LGBTQ Father's Day or gay. No, just regular father. I grew up a boy. Went through my teenage years a boy. Had kids.
Not that it's a problem, but we have a Pride Month. Mm. We have a Father's Day.
Right.
What's going to further society more? Reproduction. We need it. Yeah. Cultures need it. And if there's not that there's any problem with anybody, you want to poke or do whatever you want with your life, do it. But as long as it's legal and adult.
Consequences. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're diminishing. We should take a quick look at like CCP's GDP. They did the one child policy for a long time, and now they're regretting it.
Yeah.
They installed that to be a mandate.
They're paying people to have kids.
That, or they're having their workforce. They're going to Africa, parts of Africa, because they have the largest 25 and under, like workforce. Africa, I don't know if you're diving down some of their news and stuff. They're set for growth. Yeah, the countries are coming into their country, their continent, and they're putting foundation. They're laying roads. They're building buildings, infrastructure, apartments.
Yeah.
Because they need the workers.
Right.
And they're coming there, and well, we don't have none of that. If you want us, build it then. So
And they're gaining loyalty.
they're getting all three, yeah. Loyalty and things that they have for barter and trade. But they're and just we as Americans, we've got to watch that to a degree. Of like what you like or like what you want, but we're not like say a normal American family having 1 to 3 kids.
Yeah.
3-4 decades ago, it was like probably 4 to 6.
Yeah. Before that, it was as
long
long as you could go. As long as
talking like they. I imagine they look back now. Oh, you're bleeding. I didn't go get up.
The first 3 gonna be working the fields with me. We're gonna have all the girls working. If you need help around here, Clara. Look, Clara.
It's the way. I'm not saying. I said this before in the podcast. We need to take a little bit out of all the different cultures that America has had. Well, most of them, not all of them, and grow from it and learn from it.
That's one of the things I reiterate.
But we don't. We want to advance. We don't want to learn.
But one of the things I said recently is that all the ideas that people are putting out there and they think are new, like the LGBTQ, trans, all that, what else is going to democratic socialist ideas and all that. Do y'all realize all that shit had been stomped out multiple times throughout history? Probably not, because most of us, didn't pay attention to history in school. And we didn't go to school. When we went to college, we didn't pick any actual history classes and picked up anything from it. But me, I kind of did. And I have a tiny library in which I can kind of like read the classics and, read scriptures, historical perspective books. So history's pretty interesting. I also, spent a good amount of my life watching those documentaries about what's going on. So you also get the multiple perspectives there. You see these ideas pop up over and over again. And, America's pretty nice because generally the governments shut that shit down by force.
Yeah, sure. Well, you can't, you're not, I don't mean to touch any sensitive subject. Stop me if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But, I can't put it exact. Arabian style religion aspects, their country stuff will not allow you to come in there and either worship and or celebrate your faith.
When in Rome,
they're just like, no, we don't do that here.
Right.
But in America, and it's a good thing, we have religious freedom and such, but part of some of the culture for Islam and stuff is to convert the world. So they're playing the long game.
Yeah.
And there's tons of evidence though that show that America is it's not even a soft takeover, just like a dying inchworm style, but still it's being noticed. It's being amounts.
It's a whole different ball game.
So if we want to keep America, or some version of it that's still at least with the freedom aspect, then But then we gotta, as a nation, like we gotta do shit better.
You gotta play the long game. And that's one of the things in this my community, we don't play enough of the long game. Gotta start playing chess. It's not geeky to know how to play chess and to win at chess. It's not nerdy. It means you know how to think and use your brain and assess the situation. That's
assess the future
in
real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, clock.
Man.
So you gotta think complex, but you gotta do it quickly. You gotta do all think, but you ain't got time to think. I watched a funny clip earlier, unrelated, but during Ozzy's last performance, there was a little circle pit that had opened up, and there were people in the middle of it playing chess. Let's watch the video of this. Otherwise, I would not have believed it. I was like, no, it's not gonna happen.
I don't know.
I watched the video of it.
I don't know if Mike is watching. It doesn't look like it. But when he sees this, Mike, what I tell you about them synchronicities, bro? Talking about chess, and boom, there you go, chess right there. It's freaking crazy, man.
Right? It's, but I never. Sorry. And I tell people the weird camaraderie or mutual respect for everybody when they're trying to punch you in the face or kick you is unmatched. It's so weird. It's so true. Yeah, just fucking made your tooth loose. Sorry, but yeah, trying to get a hot dog. I'm gonna go get mine. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, that's.
Doesn't work like that, particularly in hip hop clubs. You're probably gonna get shot.
I've been to so many different genres of music in my day, man, and every one of them is just fantastic. My favorite though is the culture in like jazz clubs, like real jazz clubs. I love the respect, you can feel music. It's just we do nothing but hanging out, having a good time. I love going to a nice jazz bar. If any day over a rock concert, other stuff. But
You just gave me something new to do.
oh yeah, a jazz club. There's one in Killeen, across from the theater in Killeen.
Just theater.
Weevil Arts.
Okay, awesome. On the other side, on Tremere side,
Yes.
or not Tremere.
Yeah,
Elm
Will and I went. Will
Elm
took me out there one time. Not like took me out there, but I met him out there, and that started a real foundation. And like when we went to Virginia, man, abundance. It was great, and you had people there from Tidewater College. You probably heard them like in basketball. So, but there's such a weird influx with the college community and people from all around the world. At such, I mean, you got the demographic of the name. That's military, everybody.
Right.
Then you also, on top of that, have a nationwide, worldly known college, and these people are coming here. You get everybody from around the world, along with everybody from around the world, but a bunch of degenerates over here and the educated over here. And when you go to a place and everybody's just mutually there, or even like a spoken word venue, you get real, you get humanity. I love it. It's great.
I do. I start getting back out there and doing those things. I'm an artsy person, really at the end of the day. That's right up my alley. So, this Obama guy,
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
He's living his best life. He's living I don't know. Even Oprah had something to say about him. Did you see that? Any of those clips?
No.
On The View? Yeah, she's not like denouncing him, but given as firm and rooted, opinionated that person that she's become, I'm surprised she went on him. It wasn't like
She said something in contrary to
in contrary to this nature
that's
about directly him, about like this interview.
That's surprising.
It was, and I was like, "Holy shit, Whippy, or Whippy, you're gonna make me respect you for an hour."
Like, man, the clips I'm seeing from online, there's people are like, bro, just quit, because it's like you said what you said about the whole Kamala and black men voting, and that's when we were at first. That's when we were like, hey, bro, you on thin ice, man. Just chill the fuck out, right?
Yeah, even Hook and others, they are definitely on their spots.
Yeah, Hook's like, hey, bro, like
when he really takes off his well and wants to drop some wisdom, it's been built up.
Yeah.
All the chips were in on him for Obama and about support. And then some bullshit like that. And then he do that shit in a barbershop too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
was it a barbershop?
I know Trump went in.
There's an association of black
Oh, okay.
Both that.
Like, like a mafia.
And they just kind of looked at him like,
They're doing that. It process like, fucking a mafia. But as soon as they want to do that squint, they're, because they know it's on them and who this is. Right there. Yeah. Camera off. But it's that group text. Bling, bling, bling.
I'm definitely going with Trump.
Yeah. What? And that, I don't know. Sometimes you think that if they're not doing this to get people to not like them, but then when you got stuff that's like going on in New York, yeah, it's just a primary, and the guy won. He beat him out. The current mayor.
He won?
Not like the mayor.
Okay.
But like in the primaries, the polls were that he won the primary.
Yeah.
And he'll get hit the nod from the Democrats. Like,
yeah, an extra run.
Yeah. And you got this kind of momentum, but I don't think it was real. I think it was more of those little paid protester guys, because who votes? This isn't to be a stab or anything. But I do, but probably a populace, like 10% of the people might vote for local elections. So I think that when they realized that, and a little bit of momentum that he had and the money behind him, obviously, they were like, we can just let this guy show anti-this here. Because it just seems that, out with the old, in with the new. They're like, keep pressing stuff, keep getting people to, scratch their head on the matter, or your name. But meanwhile, we're going to get this guy over here, kind of just, get him through the door. And if that festers, more and more might see, we have Republican, we have Democratic. This guy over here even wants to make an American party. And this guy over here's got, fuck, that's been bad, but they don't know that they didn't dive in history books, they didn't listen.
Yeah.
And so now they're like, you know what? It's that time of the year again. I'm going to try this and see if it works. If it does, I say Seattle will be next. Some guy going to come in there and try to get that. And they get cross-continental influence of that matter. Yeah. Because right now, especially in Seattle.
The Pincer engagement.
Yeah.
Pincer. I know it's Pincer.
But I mean,
Napoleon.
Seattle. Yeah, Napoleon. But yeah, if you get Seattle, all I gotta do really is go in there and hose it down. It's gonna be enough to look better. But that's all it needs. It's the drug problem and all, et cetera, and everything.
Well, they've got all of 2.5 years to get that cleaned up before the Olympics.
Oh, the Olympics are in California. But I mean, the they can clean those shits up in a matter of hours, though. When someone shows up, that's important. Like Xi Jinping when he came to California a little while back, San Francisco polished up like in a 2-week span. So it's going to be hilarious that you went down a small conspiracy with him here, right? So you got Newscomb talking shit and Trump talking his shit, but one's making himself look really bad over here in California. And
really, really bad.
Yeah, and the Republican that Fox News and others are really promoting freely.
Almost lost California in a fire. Hell, listen.
When they have a thing called fire season, when you have a term,
they got fire season.
Yeah. When I was stationed there, they warned us like they had a little safety stand that, all right, so because we were near the redwood forest, and they get fire every year. Fuck it, it's like rain, it's gonna happen. But they give warnings, and it's like, because fire season's coming. It's like, fire season. This is a normal occurrence. Why the fuck? And you can control why fire season starts. It's like getting together with a girl. She got some stuff. You back off a couple of years, dry spell. Fuck it. Fire season. So, but anyway, so Newscomb, he's going to want money to make USA and California look as best it can. Trump's, what'd you do for me lately? The stalemate is going to be global.
Trump is not going to allow America to look bad on the world's biggest stage. But he'll probably
The end
he'll be out
result-
by that time.
No, that's his presidency.
That's
why
why
I was like,
that's his last year.
yeah, because I was like, if Kamala wins, oh god, the Olympics and all the
Kamala wins what?
lost money. in
No,
California.
let's not even talk about her winning anything right now. Let's just
You know what? She's drunk. She's winning. Like Charlie Sheen. She's winning.
not going to touch Kamala
I don't think anybody
until
wants to.
we have
I
a
even did it.
race. Not going to touch Kamala until we have a race. I don't want any backlash from Kamala yet. It's not time. It's out of season.
Out of seat. Hitting on the court. Nice. What was that? Empathy?
So, and the point I was making earlier was like with the nuclear family. I was like, I find it kind of odd that we have all these ideologies and different ways in order that you can have a family. What happened to the standard? Why do we have to keep validating everything
SpongeBob,
but
Rainbow Meme.
the standards?
That's
I was like, yeah, so acceptance. That's a way for you to not strive to do anything better. Because if you could just accept that you're a single parent,
yeah,
and that's what's accepted, not saying anything is necessarily wrong with it, but it's also at the same time not the standard.
Mm-hmm.
You have nothing to strive for now. So yeah, you don't need a man in your life because you're not striving for anything better. Generally speaking, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with kind of like on the guy's side. Focus on all my work. We probably should focus on all our work because so soon as we don't, we kind of tend to lose the woman. So I don't think there is an equivalent on the guy's side for like to be so entrenched in his woman. Well, I'm saying that wrong. Let's see. I think that's the right phrase. I'm gonna go with that. I don't think men are necessarily meant to be the helpmate for women.
all I could think at the end of that statement with Riley from Boondocks saying a phrase that I don't dare to do. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Because that would be so fitting at that exact moment.
It made sense, right? And I reflect on like, two real bad breakups I had. That's like, I probably wouldn't have felt those if I had like really focused on my purpose or what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Trying to find that out. And like they all say, once you get that, it all comes anyway. So, like I said, I guess that's the only way I can, like, a man can say, I don't need a woman and like really be all right about it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I don't really think, generally speaking, a woman can say the same about a man. Like, you can, but I mean, if you have respect, like, okay, I guess we put that in levels. If you're a single woman with no kids, oh yeah, you have a really high chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you're single or you start having kids, the chances start declining more.
Because the guys would think, was she the reason? Were these two, or however many kids, or was this the reason?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'd be a firm believer, if you are a step parent, you're definitely, dating and marrying the kids, like, is not to be weird sound, but, they're your last line of defense with mom.
Mm-hmm.
You already got her.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got the kids side, and you're dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're not father, but you're dad.
Yeah. So, that's going for the standard. Like, it's still kind of, like below the standard because you typically want biological. But, just striving for the standard is what's important, not necessarily reaching the standard, right? And I think that's missed upon a lot of people. It's not saying, like, people lie to you and say, yeah, you're supposed to be perfect. Like, no, You're not supposed to be perfect, but you're not supposed to not try either. See, there's that thing right there. And it's not even the way I interpret it is not even necessarily being perfect as in like I can walk on water. It's like no, just be perfectly you. Which is why I started saying this is people. Just be perfectly you. That's all you gotta do, right? We get in our way a lot. Like I just and then another thing I want to touch on too is like I didn't get the chance to look this up, but I keep so out of nowhere it's like mental health, men's mental health awareness. We got men's mental health month, right? And I'm like,
So Father's Day. Nah.
so I was cutting grass earlier, and I was like, is there a women's mental health month? Google must have heard me. May is both Mental Health Awareness Month and National Women's Health Month. So there is not a women's mental health month. You slick try, AI, slick try. You see, I try to slide that in there. Well, May is actually Mental Health Month and National Women's Health Month. Like, no, I said, is there a women's mental health month? All one word.
Grabbing that pocket out of a man holding his pocket. Man's holding the door for her. Help her.
So that got me to thinking. I was like, if I put like, I try to put patterns together and make puzzles. It's like, So if there's no, I should have pulled it up. I wish that's why I got to get a wireless keyboard. I could have pulled it up there. I'm not about to get up and type it in now. But so if there's no women's mental health month specifically, and there is a men's mental health month specifically, particularly, and they're propagating the idea that men should get mental mental therapy, right? So it got me thinking. Boom, my mind automatically went to they're telling you that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, and that it's okay acceptance.
No, it's not okay. And why is that okay? Because they're telling you to go to therapy because there's something wrong with you. What's wrong with you? I don't know. You try to go to therapy and find out. You're a man, right? Yeah. We should, just to make sure. Maybe you should go to therapy and make sure you're processing your emotions properly. And, you're not flashing out anybody's. Okay, why don't you with me? See, it's men's mental health month. So it got me thinking. This is a propaganda. This is a propaganda machine to make guys feel that they are not adequate enough to operate as men, which would actually weaken the men.
It's a long game.
It's the pincer effect.
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
You can be whoever you want to be. You don't have to be a man. If you're not succeeding as a man, you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. And then if you are a man, you're fucking toxic. Especially if you're white. Why the fuck would you want to be a man? Right? You got the whole movement of women. We're not going to sleep with anybody that's a man.
Or that makes under 100,000 a year. These videos are these hookers, for lack of better words. They need to get more humble before they get to this idiocy. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So you see the attack on men come in and boom. Trump wins and boom. Mental health awareness. Men's mental health. And you see the guys doing it. Like I see them on the podcast now. It's like, yeah, I go to therapy. Like, shit sounds weak, bro. We got to do that as men. Men's mental health. I seen Cam do men's mental health is the most important thing in our community. Something's up. Yeah, men's mental health is important, but mental health generally is important. Something is up. I haven't heard a lick of it about mental health for women, who are statistically the most narcissistic fucking people on the planet. Statistically.
You need to make stats.
I did. I didn't make the stats, the surveys, or the parameters in which they examine to present the survey that says that narcissistic women show up more prevalently than any other narcissistic parameter my bad, narcissistic demographic there is. Take that as you will. Also, most domestic violence is caused by women on women.
Because the man was cheating and had the two women in the same house.
Well, most of those are lesbian relationships. Crazy.
Ouch.
Correlates to that narcissism they were talking about.
That's not a mirror.
And, you know, it shows up in heterosexual relationships as passive aggressiveness, tactics that they do to the guy, right? But in women relationships, now they're empowered, they're emboldened even to physically assault each other. Guess we're not equal.
See, having a court of public opinion, the lesbian fights and domestic disturbances amongst their choices.
Where the gay guys coming in and all this? Oh my God. Where the God? Where did they come in all this? I guess they're supposed to help me understand why women are so empathetic that they are the most narcissistic people in America. Huh. Weird.
First time.
Am I supposed to understand that what men are toxic? Am I supposed to tell my son that men are toxic and he shouldn't be a toxic man? It's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm supposed to be sat here and told that I'm a toxic man and to tell my son to not be like me? Or how's that work?
But Dad, you're successful. Well, not to society.
I'm not gay enough. I'm having sex with your mom. That disqualifies me for proper leadership somehow. Oh man. I like this as a little different. I like this little flip too. The more serious tone at the beginning of the episode. Now it can be silly. There's like maybe 5 minutes left if we haven't gone over time.
Well, speaking of that, I'm going to prelude to the future episodes on the review, I guess. The forward.
Yep, I'm trying to skip back to the other screen. What am I doing this thing? Look at I have no porn pulled up, right? Nah. Oh man, I can't. Where's our timer at? You see the timer?
Not a space.
That's crazy.
Well, it was around 10:20, 10:30. I believe when we got rolling with everything. Either one of those times, either we're over or just under.
I was going to see if I can find something more exact. Yeah. But it's cool. It was cool. Matter of fact, oh yeah, you're in. So, what? Next week we're going to do our review of Fantastic Four. Saturday. Probably do some more Marvel talk. Definitely do some more Marvel talk.
Especially theory roasting, because the movie's going to be out. All the questions looming might start getting some answers.
Right. Depending on how good the movie is, the whole episode might be the review. So we'll see where
we go. See Ironheart. Watch it. That doesn't affect Fantastic Four, but that's affecting Doomsday and Secret Wars.
How do you know it doesn't affect Fantastic Four yet?
There's not enough time in this movie to showcase what I think Doom is going to dreamwalk into Tony Stark's body, because they didn't see if it was burned, just buried, whatever. So he's going to, I think, do like Doctor Strange, possess the corpse. come to, oh shit, I'm ugly here too, and then take on the persona and the whatever disguise they decide to give him. I hope they don't fuck the match up. There's a lot of little fake internet pictures I've seen and AI stuff, and any of this is Doom. You gotta hit it right, especially paying that man all that money, and with they don't have to surprise us because they've done made this anticipation and then delayed it already. Doomsday. I'll say this much prediction here for the Fantastic Four: Galactus will walk away from this. He will escape in some nature, some way. He is a Marvel Comics constant. He will continue, I think, to be. He'll dip out here some way, somehow, right? Go back. They force him back and make a deal with him. I don't know, but he's going to be the villain for Phase 7. Because we finally got the Fantastic Four made, right? Historically, they've been fucking terrible. And Marvel is at a point that this movie has to be like Winter Soldier, in my opinion, delivered and received. Yes, a lot. You have a lot of writing, but I think you don't throw away Galactus. I don't think so, because he's too cosmic. He's ever going. Like, you're gonna have one fucking movie, not even a trilogy out of the shit, and you're just gonna no, you can't do that to him. He's got to get away some way somehow. And he's got plenty of other heralds they can bring in. Disney's cleaning itself out. They're getting rid of the influence stuff. So I think they had this idea for Old Girl, which is fine. That it's in the comics, but they wanted to get that one out first because the boys have already been done. Ooh. But there's an alien that they also, if they wanted to avoid anything from either side, but they have an alien that's a pretty well-known herald for him. They could have done that, but
Well, think about it from when they did Secret Wars. So we got Franklin, we got Galactus. So my thinking is they're going to kill Galactus, or Galactus is going to die, starve, something, go dormant, something. Because we need Franklin to make Galactus his herald in the future.
Mm-hmm. That's why we got to showcase him in his own saga.
Yeah.
I think over in 7 to show his importance, or because if they're making everything canon to the mix, then Doomsday and Battle World or whatever it ends up being rebuilt from Franklin and Squad, like this society that has made it to that point is just going to be done. Why? Why keep going? I kind of like, I don't know if you have a chance to see the DC stuff yet, Superman, but they opened it up just Star Warsing the words on the screen.
Yeah.
Well, they've been around 300 years. Cool. Got that. Next. They didn't wait. I was like, you know what? That's cool. We got up to speed. Because you damn sure have a whole.
So it takes place in the future?
No. This is not a future based.
So Superman's been here for 50 years?
No. Enhanced humans.
Metahumans.
Metahumans, yeah, that's right. Yeah, metahumans in general have been around for 300 years. Superman into this movie has been around for 3 years. So people know him. They've had time to showcase his power versus the others. And, he's the world's dude.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
She said,
We didn't tell them where to find you at, man. You Chris?
oh, man, I'm trying to stay dormant in the shadows, but yeah, Google me. With an exclamation mark.
Hell yeah. Got to. That was Karmicdez. I want to thank y'all for bearing with us and joining us. Yeah. Dominate your day, dominate your night. As I see, we did. Got through this. Got you your audio, got you your video. And just be people. And I meant some of what I said, but all of what I said. Yeah, catch y'all next time. Thank you for joining. We're going to talk about it. Ooh. Like that. Like that sound. Why am I getting up? Oh, man. Definitely got to get a keyboard.